This is Jerry Coursey with a special report for the members of 1776nation.com. I want to talk about a couple of the stranger articles I've written for WND.com recently. They raise the question whether or not Barack Obama is gay or bisexual. Now, this is something I've accumulated a great deal of evidence on. We're going to be able to present much more of it in September. The evidence, I think, is very strong. The question is not to condemn Obama here for being bisexual or gay, if that's in fact what he is, but to wonder why he's gone to the extent of hiding it, especially when he so strongly now is supporting same-sex marriage. What's the duplicity? What's the hypocrisy? And okay, what's the evidence? Now, this video is going to be dedicated to the question, was Obama married before he was married? I've written a series of articles showing that, surprisingly, in a bunch of pictures that everyone's seen of Obama when he was in college, beginning about 1971, through his Harvard law years, which are the early 1990s, just before he got engaged to Michelle, he was wearing a wedding ring. Now, we've all seen these pictures, and in fact, I'm not sure you'll be able to see them real clearly, but I want to scroll through the articles and you'll know the pictures. This is the one of Obama in Central Park with the grandparents when he was supposedly attending Columbia. It's been highly criticized because the grandfather's hand looks like it's floating there over Obama's shoulders, and everybody says this is a fake picture, photoshopped. But what people have not noticed, in fact, it was a surprise to me when one of the readers pointed it out. I got tipped onto this by a reader comment that Obama's wearing a wedding ring on the wedding ring finger of his left hand. And I started looking at some other pictures. These are the pictures that Lisa Jack took of Obama at Occidental in the 70s, early 71, 72, and again, he's got a wedding ring on. It's amazing. I mean, he's not married as far as we know, unless, of course, this is a love affair with his Pakistani male roommate. I mean, what's the ring for? The majority of the readers after these articles have said, come on, Dr. Coursey, get with it. This is a homosexual symbol for women to stay away because he's married same-sex marriage to his roommate boyfriend. Now, I don't know if that's true or not, but I think we need an explanation for why this wedding ring has been. Here is Harvard. You can see by the Gantt T-shirt. Gantt was running. He was the mayor of Charlotte, North Carolina. He was running against Jesse Helms, Senator Jesse Helms, in 1990 for the Senate. Gantt lost, of course. And then the second article, what I found was really even more remarkable. The Harvard Law Review did a spoof on Obama, and they produced a whole issue. It was a parody issue. They do a satire issue on the Law Review every year. And here they did a Dewar's ad. This, of course, was D-O-E-R''S, not the Dewar's for the Scotch, but a play on the name. And again, under the latest accomplishments, it reads, and I actually went and got a blow-up of that so people could see it very clearly, saying, latest accomplishments deflecting persistent questioning about the ring on his left hand. So it's even being raised by the Harvard students. I mean, if you think it was only when he was at school, here's a picture supposedly in the 80s of when he was, something 86, 87, when he was supposedly in Kenya for the first time with his grandmother Sarah, who, by the way, continues to say he was born in Kenya. And again, there's the wedding ring on his hand. That's a Punahou ring. The Punahou ring where he went to high school looks nothing like the simple band that he was wearing all through these 20 years. And the question is, why? Evidently, Obama's never explained it. He's never given any discussion of it. It's like many of the factors of Obama's life. There's hidden aspects to it, lies, mysteries, disinformation. But increasingly, I'm trying to point out to people Obama's life reads like a classic intelligence agency disinformation operation. In other words, there's some truth mixed in with a lot of fiction, And if the his autobiography, Dreams, we now know is fiction, composite characters. I said this when I wrote it, The Abomination, in 2008. In fact, I think most of the things I first disclosed about Obama in 2008, far leftist leanings, Frank Marshall Davis, the communist, African American poet and newspaper reporter who retired in Hawaii, uh, writer of pornographic novels, taker of pornographic pictures, who was the mentor for Obama, admitted and acknowledged, but only by first name and the Dreams for My Father. So here we concentrate on this ring. And again, I mean, it was a persistent set of questions. Obama's never explained it. What's the deal of wearing a ring? It's clearly a gold band ring. It's on his wedding ring finger. And for anybody who's got any doubt about it, just take a look at the WND articles. I published them. Let's see, if you just take a look at the last one was published on, get the date here exactly, on July 23rd, 2012. And the first one was published just a couple days before. The Harvard Law Review parody issue confirming that it's not just something we're noticing that wasn't there, it was persistently an issue through the 20 years when Obama was wearing this wedding ring. His Pakistani roommate, whom he also went to Pakistan with, from Occidental, seems to have been, I mean, take a look at the pictures of he and his roommate together. Obama in all these roommate pictures seems to be sitting about on the guy's lap. I mean, I have not seen a lot of roommate pictures where two guys are that chummy. And the issue is, again, not an issue that we want to raise in terms of criticizing the homosexuality or the bisexuality or whatever Obama's true inclinations are. The issue is, why does he have to lie about this too? And why is Obama, if he wants to go out and proclaim same-sex marriage, if he wants to proclaim that all this is great, is it great for everybody except he has to lie about himself? I mean, that I think is the hypocrisy that is at the heart, the lying, the deception. This is the part of the questions of, who is this guy? I mean, why does Barry Soetoro here have a wedding ring on for 20 years before he was married to Michelle, when he was supposedly single? Or was he married before he was married? Was he married to a guy? I mean, what's the deal? And again, I think these are legitimate questions that people here 4 years into the Obama presidency are still being faced with. David Axelrod's spin machine saying that Romney needs to release his tax returns when we don't even know what this guy's legitimate legal name is. Are there adoption papers? What about the school records? He told his publicist he was born in Kenya. He said that for 16 years in the publicist's information for his books. So was he born in Kenya like his publicist said, or was he born in Hawaii? Sheriff Arpaio's Cold Case Posse says that birth certificate released by the White House on April 27th, 2011 is an obvious computer-generated forgery. The truth is, we don't know the truth about Obama. And the wedding ring mystery needs to be added into the chapter. As I say, there's going to be much more coming out on this. As I published in WND, Larry Sinclair is now, who charges that he was a homosexual partner with Obama in at least 2 incidents. Larry Sinclair's defamation case has now been dismissed, defamation case against Larry Sinclair, by the federal district courts. And I'm going to be having much more looking into these questions because, again, it's a question of truthfulness and hypocrisy. That's the issue here. It's the only issue here. What's the truth about Obama? And what's the truth here about this mystery of the wedding ring? This is Jerry Corsi reporting for 1776 Nation. Thank you all very much. And I'm going to now focus in on a few of these images so you can see them more clearly here at the end of the video. That's the doer's profile in the Harvard spoof. Let me get down here to the photograph of the ring in Kenya so you can see it more clearly. And then I want to get a couple more of the, let's see, the, by the way, that's what a Punahou ring looks like. You can see again that there's no resemblance in a Punahou ring. Let's get the image here from the Gantt photo, which was Harvard Law School. Again, you can see the wedding ring there very clearly. And let's go to the first article here. And again, there's the Gantt picture from, I begin with the one in Central Park. Everyone's seen the picture in Central Park. Let's make sure you know which one I'm talking about here. Get down a little further on the page. This is the Central Park picture. And again, then what everybody misses in the picture is the wedding ring, which again you can see on the left hand right there. And then here's the Lisa Jack pictures, and the wedding ring is very clear again there. No doubt that that's what, I guess our guy Barry Soetoro, or is it Barack Obama, or is it Barry Sorbaka, or what is his AKA? At any rate, there's another one, him looking cool, cigarette making it look like a marijuana cigarette, cool hat, cool smile, cool wedding ring. And I think when you see these pictures and realize that that wedding ring has been there all the time, the question is, why didn't Obama ever acknowledge it? What is this wedding ring all about? Was he married before he was married? Is this a homosexual high sign that we need to have deciphered for us? Again, the mystery of who Barack Obama really is deepens every time we examine it. Thank you, Jerry Corsi, reporting for 1776 Nation.